So back in 2006, I made the move that many of you are considering making right now. I packed up my life in New York City and I traded my winters for the palm trees of Boca Raton. Over the last 20 years of living here and nearly 15 years of selling real estate full-time in this market, I've learned that Boca isn't just one city. It's a collection of very specific lifestyles packed into neighborhoods, communities, and subdivisions. It's a pretty common understanding that every city has its own lifestyle. However, it is also true that within every city, there are smaller pockets, each containing their own unique lifestyle. For this reason, whether you're buying or selling in Boca, I find that a deeper understanding of the DNA of our zip codes is a very helpful way to begin to understand the city. Today, in an effort to provide clarity, I'm going to quickly discuss these zip codes from a bird's eye view, and for your convenience, if you're like me and a visual reference helps, I've put a quick link to the Boca zip code map in the description below. Go ahead and click that link now so you can follow along with a visual reference of these areas while I'm discussing them. We'll begin at the southeast corner of Boca on the Atlantic coast in the zip code of 33432. This is the high-density heart of Boca Raton luxury. It's defined by the walkability of Mizner Park, the high-rise sophistication of the new ultra-luxury condos like Alina and Glass House, and the sprawling deep-water estates of Royal Palm Yacht and Country Club. Here, you're buying into the city's highest price per acre, where immediate ocean access and five-star dining are the standard for daily life. Moving north up the coastline is 33431. Now this is the institutional and corporate hub. Centered around FAU and the corporate corridor, 33431 is really about strategic connectivity. It's the home of Boca Raton Innovation Campus, also known as BRiC, which is a massive epicenter of tech and business growth for the entire region. Whether you're looking at the professional convenience of a neighborhood like University Heights or the established charm of a neighborhood like Winfield Park, this area is the primary choice for those who value being just minutes from the Boca Executive Airport and the Brightline train station, making it arguably the city's most efficient transit hub. Continuing north, we enter the most northeastern zip code, 33487. This zip code offers a quieter, more private version of the waterfront lifestyle, and it's world-renowned for the Sanctuary, an ultra-exclusive gated hideaway that focuses on nautical privacy. But the real pulse of this area is found in the premier waterfront subdivisions of Boca Harbor and Belmara. These communities are the preferred destination for serious boaters who want deep water dockage and direct ocean access without fixed bridges. It's the perfect spot for the buyer who wants high-end security and a nautical lifestyle with minimal foot traffic in comparison to its neighbor with Mizner Park to the south, while also staying just minutes away from the excitement of downtown Delray's Atlantic Avenue to its north. Now, let's jump back down to the south, bordering Deerfield Beach. Here we move to 33486. This is the most sought-after zone for families prioritizing public education, specifically the Addison Mizner School District. Neighborhoods like Camino Gardens, Royal Oak Hills, and Palm Beach Farms offer a classic suburban feel with larger lots and mature landscaping. It remains a top-tier investment because the demand for this specific school zone creates a pretty solid floor for property values. Now let's move west to 33433. This zip code is the definition of central optionality. It's essentially the geographic heart of the city's shopping and dining district, centered around the town center mall. While it's famously home to Boca Point, which is the ultimate destination for the buyer who wants a championship golf lifestyle without the burden of mandatory equity fees, 33433 also offers a massive spectrum of living. You have everything from the sprawling private lakefront estates of Estancia to Thornhill Estates to high-end executive townhomes. This area really serves the discerning buyer who values liquidity. They want a gated security and manufactured country club aesthetic, but they want their membership status to remain optional. It's the ultimate kind of lifestyle on your own terms zip code. Next up, 33434. This is the absolute sweet spot of central Boca. If you're looking for the perfect balance of location, modern living, and value, you need to look here. 33434 is defined by its incredible centrality. It provides strategic middle ground between the density of East Boca and the distance of West Boca. You're essentially 10 minutes from Town Center Mall and 20 to 25 minutes from feet in the sand. This zip code is the home of legendary established gated country club communities like Boca West and Boca Grove Plantation. But what's really exciting right now is the influx of contemporary luxury. 33434 is where you'll find the newest talked about communities in the city. Lotus Palm and the brand new Lotus Edge. These communities are redefining Central Boca living with 21st century modern floor plans and massive clubhouse amenities. Here, you'll get significantly more square footage for your dollar than you will on the coastline, while still staying right in the heart of the action. Now, we arrive to the north at 33496. This is what I call the epicenter of the luxury estate market. Now, let's be clear. This isn't compared to the outliers like the incredible ultra-luxury waterfront compounds you'll find in the Sanctuary or the iconic Deepwater Estates in Royal Palm Yacht and Country Club. If you want your yacht in your backyard, the coast is still king. But where 33496 becomes the gold standard is the diversity of the compound lifestyle. 33496 is where you go when you're seeking the convergence of luxury and space. I'm talking about the massive multi-acre lakefront estates of Lake Lac and Long Lake Estates, the equestrian-style privacy of Horseshoe Acres, and the prestigious gated enclaves of the Oaks and Fairfield Estates. This is also the epicenter of the modern luxury movement, featuring iconic communities like the original Lotus and the massive resort-style estates of Boca Bridges. And let's not forget that 33496 is also home to world-renowned, all-inclusive, five-star lifestyles of mandatory equity country clubs like St. Andrews, Woodfield, and Broken Sound. And to cherry the top of this zip code, there is also the option of the newest boutique luxury in Maravita by Toll Brothers on 441, also known as State Road 7. 33496 really provides a level of architectural diversity and prestige that you simply won't find anywhere else within one single zip code in Florida. Now, coming towards the end of this zip trip, we head as far west in Boca Raton as we can go, and we arrive in 33428. This is the maximum space leader. Statistically, this zip offers the best price per square foot in Boca Raton. It's the heart of West Boca family living. Expansive master plan communities like Loggers Run and Mission Bay, and it's the primary destination for families who want the largest possible home, the biggest backyard, and A-rated schools, all while benefiting from the lower prices found west of 441. And now our last stop, 33498, which is the modern western frontier. This zip is all about space. 33498 is the modern gated lifestyle. This is the heart of some of the most consistent and prestigious family enclaves in the city. I'm talking about Saturnia, Boca Isles North, Boca Isles South, and the Shores. Communities that have set the standard for manicured living for years. If you want the newest version of that lifestyle, 33498 is also home to Berkeley, which offers 21st century estate feel with modern floor plans and high-end infrastructure. Plus, you have the luxury golf lifestyle of Stonebridge Country Club and communities like Seven Bridges and the Bridges, which are technically just across the border in Delray Beach, but worth mentioning because they still share that same zip code DNA, so to speak. 33498 is for the buyer who wants the newest infrastructure, quiet streets, and a turnkey gated lifestyle that is pretty much ready for 2026. Now, you probably realized I haven't discussed schools, and that's actually by design because there are 26 public schools in Boca Raton, 38 private schools. And while private schools, charters, magnet schools, choice schools have no boundary lines, public school zones can be tricky. They don't exactly follow zip code boundary lines, and that's why I didn't reference them. So if you want to know exactly which street belongs to which school, reach out to me directly. I have the street level maps, and I'm happy to verify that information for you so you don't make a $100,000 mistake by buying on the wrong street. All right, folks, that wraps it up. So the 9 zip codes that cover the many spectacular lifestyles of Boca Raton. You're going to remember all that, right? Yeah. Look, I get it. I know that was a lot of data to digest. And as crazy as it seems and as chock full of information as this video was, there is so much more information within each one of these individual zip codes. And remember, that was just a bird's eye view. So after raising my own family here, I know that the perfect neighborhood really isn't just about a house. It's about the future you're building. Boca has been incredible to me, and I want to make sure that you have that same experience. So here's how I can help. First, grab the Truth Map. I put together a simple one-page guide outlining everything I just talked about. It's free and it's a great tool to keep handy while you're driving these areas. The link is right below. Second, join the community. Hit subscribe. Over the next few weeks, I'm going to be filming deep dives into every single zip code, getting into specific neighborhood secrets, infrastructure projects, and current market statistics combined in a way that you won't find anywhere else. Subscribe now so you don't miss out. And finally, let's just chat. Reach out, send me a text, give me a call, no pressure, just a conversation about your goals. I'm Adam. I'm so glad you spent some time with me today, and I truly look forward to seeing you around town.